Greetings and good morning. It is day 157 on the Appalachian Trail, and I've got a doozy going on today. It's a 17-mile hike. It's 16 trail miles, then 1 mile to the parking lot where I'm supposed to get picked up. So my hike today is from Kinsman's Notch over Mount Wolf, over South Kinsman, North Kinsman, and then down to Franconia Notch. It's a 16-mile hike on trail, and it's a rough hike. It's 7:30 now, but I started at 5, and I've been looking for a good place to start my video, and this seems like a good place right here. Look, I've got a rock wall to climb up here as soon as this video is over. But it's been a walk in the woods so far. No real vistas or views. It's just a walk in the woods. Now, it's been a straight up or straight down rough walk in the woods. Lots of climbing. But I haven't gotten up to any great views yet. But I am excited about today. I mean, getting up across the Kinsman should be pretty spectacular. But I'm also, again, more than just a little bit nervous. A lot of people at the hostel were saying, "Oh, you're doing the whole thing tomorrow?" And oh, that's a really big hike you got going on. So now I'm worried I've bit off more than I can chew. So I got dropped off at 5 by Kathy and Lou. Man, I can't tell you how awesome that was for them to show up at the hostel at 5 a.m. and then drop me off at the trailhead. Man, I mean, that gave me an extra 2 hours on trail. If I'd taken the normal shuttle, they would just be starting. And so I've got a 2.5 hours jump on getting to the pickup shelter this afternoon. Which there's one at 4:30 and there's one at 7:30. And I hope I can make it. These the uphills and the downhills are slow going, but I'll give it my best. So right now I'm climbing to get to Mount Wolf. I'm about 0.8 from Mount Wolf, and it's 3,400 peak. South Kinsman is 4,300, and North Kinsman is 4,200. So you see, I got some climbs, and climbs up and climbs down, and usually I'm more worried about the climb down. So that's what I got going on. I hope I can make there. Stay tuned to see if I can get there. Wish me luck. All right, so I just came over Mount Wolf. I chose not to go to the outlook because it looks like some hairy climbs. And I got enough hairy climbs ahead of me, and I'll get some great vistas on Kinsman's. So I'm going down. It's about 2.5 miles to the bottom, and then I start the big climb up South Kinsman. All right, I'm at the base of South Kinsman. This is the big climb for the day. It's just 2.5 miles, but let me tell you, it's 2.5 miles straight up. So it'll be a good climb. I'm still nervous about making the last shuttle at 7:30. I think this climb will kind of give me an indication of whether or not I can make it. It's been just a walk in the woods, really. Not a whole lot interesting to show. Just crazy rock scrambling and ups and downs. Some really steep, some that just go on for seemingly forever. But I think about halfway up my climb here, I'll start having some gorgeous views. So I will definitely take a thump break and get some video. All right, so it's 10 o'clock. Let's see how long it takes me to get up here. For the last mile or so, I've been climbing along the side of this brook. It's been really pleasant to listen to, but now I think the trail leaves the brook because my far out notification says this is the last place for reliable water until you're on the other side of the Kinsman summit. So I've got 3 bottles of water and I drank one, so I think I'm pretty good. It's hard to really know because it's 1.4 to the top, and although that doesn't sound like much, I think it gets real steep and there's a lot of bouldering, so it may take me a while. Let's go get it. Well, not long after the creek, it turned into a crazy boulder scramble straight up the side of a mountain, and I'm still going. I guess it's like this to the top. Whew. This rock scramble has been just unbelievable. But check out my view. I'm not to the top yet, but I'm getting close. Top of South Kinsman, the summit. Woo! Man, that was a climb. Holy guacamole. It's 12 o'clock noon, high noon, so it took me 2 hours. Now let's see if I can get down off this mountain. I think that's where I'll be tomorrow. Or I hope. I gotta see if I can get down from this mountain here. I believe that's Franconia Ridge there.
Good morning.
Well, I hate to tell you this, I somehow missed North Kinsman. I was enjoying the views, and all of a sudden I started down, and we've already come up and over North Kinsman. So I'm heading down. I got about a 5.5 mile tumble to the interstate, and I just hope you know, the downhills are the toughest for me, because I mean, you got rocks like this, and I know you can't tell the depth from the video, but man, that's steep. So I enjoyed my time at the top of Kinsman. The views were just spectacular. Wish I could have stayed up there all afternoon. Here's an awesome view. Well, the trail's finally calmed down enough I can hike and hold the camera. Wow. This has been, I thought Moosalok was the hardest hike I'd ever been on. Well, I got a new hardest hike I've ever been on, the Kinsman's. Oh. At least for the last 2 miles, I think. I've got this brook over here beside me to listen to and enjoy. Man, I tell you what, I'm not done yet, and there could be some surprises down here, but I'm feeling pretty good about what I accomplished today. And that was hard. That was really hard. I'm not sure I'll be able to make the 440 shuttle. I hope they don't wait on me, because that's not fair to the other people. They're there. But maybe they'll come back and get me, and I don't have to wait until 740. Oh. All right, I made it. This is where I'm stepping off the trail to go get picked up by the hostel. I've got to walk 0.9 to the Flume Visitor Center. But it looks like it's paved. No rock scrambles. That was, you might be hearing a road. That's Interstate 93. I just came underneath it. Wow. What a day. Hey, Kathy, Lou. I made it. There were a couple times I wasn't so sure. Maybe more than a couple. All right, let me get see if I can make this 440 shuttle. Go back to the hostel and lick my wounds. In case you're wondering, I didn't slack pack. I don't know why I keep my bag together. I only had today's food. I didn't have a full food bag, so it wasn't as heavy as it normally is. And to be honest, I wasn't sure I could do it. So I needed a tent and sleeping bag and that kind of stuff in case I had to stay at a tent site or shelter along the way. My bag is feeling pretty heavy though now. Man, what a climb. Whew. Well, day 157 has come to a close. And thank goodness, because it almost killed me. That's 16 miles. So I hiked over South Kinsman and then to North Kinsman and then down. So it was the Kinsman Notch all the way over down to Franconia Notch. And man, that's probably the most difficult hike I've done in my life. That was a tough hike. Let the car go by. It started out, hold on a second. Got cars going by, got bugs trying to eat on me. It started out with Kathy and Lou showing up at 4:45 to pick me up to take me to trail. How unbelievably nice was that? Thank you so much, Kathy. Thank you, Lou. That extra 2 hours made a difference for me. The whole morning I was thinking, can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? And turns out the last 3 miles is pretty easy. And I could have made it, but I didn't know that until I got there. So it was, part of the hike was rather stressful. I don't think I would do hold on a second. It's just hard to do a video when a bug flies in your ear. I don't think I would do that as a single day hike again. That was just too much for me. If I was going to do that again, it would be a 2-day hike. That was a tough hike. So I'm ready to, I've already showered and had supper. Now I've got to do a few more little chores. I got to consolidate my food bag and be ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Franconia Ridge. Can't wait. Take care. Good night.